Alright, I'm gonna try and do something that I've never done before. This video will be massive, but it will also be compact and it's super useful. We're gonna go and cover 20 farms in one video, and they'll all be based on usefulness, relatively of course, and it's all great for early game because none of them are really expensive material-wise. Starting with your very simple Riverside crop farm. Very humble, but very useful of course. And moving forwards, creating your own little garden farm, which to be honest, looks pretty damn good. And off we go to a semi-automatic farm, fully automatic villager powered crop farm, and also this automatic chicken frying machine. We then move on to our super simple trio of sheep, cow, and pig farm right here, and to our super elegant little sweet berry vineyard, and behind us, an automated version of it. The notorious AFK Fish Farm, which by the way still works. Then we have the super useful sheep farm, which in turn will be very important for our villager breeders, automatic cobblestone generator, a simple melon and pumpkin farm, a bamboo and sugarcane farm, a seaweed farm, a super simple iron golem farm that does not require much materials at all, and finally the one thing that I'm proud of the most, my villager breeder. It is super amazing. If it's your first time to the channel, it would be so awesome if you guys subscribe. That would mean the whole world to me. Alright, without further ado, catch my breath first and let's start. Alright folks, let's start. This is farm number 1. Yes, I do realize 69.420% of you guys already know how to do this one, but I mean, we gotta start with a simple one first, right? And believe me, things will get complex pretty fast. So in Minecraft, you need to eat. First thing you need to do is make a farm. Easiest way to do that is just find these grass shrubs that are around you, break them, and eventually you will find seeds. So let's do that real quick. And there we go, just like that, we already have one stack of wheat seeds, which should be enough to start you off with your very first farm. Chop some wood, make your very first hoe, and start tilling some soil that is next to a body of water. And let's start planting away, and let's just watch it grow. Again, bear with me because we are doing the simple stuff first. There are timestamps on the bottom of the video, so do click on whichever farms that you'd like to see next. Alright, farm number 2. This one is, well, simple. If you don't have any rivers around you, like on this tutorial land that I have here, there's no rivers. So you can artificially make your own water source simply by digging some holes in the ground and filling them with water. And a really cool trick is to simply dig out a 3-block wide hole, fill it with water on one end and then water on the other, and now you will have an unlimited water source. All you gotta do is grab water from the middle and, well, it will always replenish itself. Once you've done that, all you gotta do is just dig a really long trench, and that will be your water source for your next farm. This example should do. Fill the middle bits with water all the way to the end, like so. And if you want, you can cover the top bits with slabs and the water will still successfully water the plants surrounding them. Use your hoe to make farmland 4 blocks wide on either side, and plant whatever you want on them. And there you have it, your very own garden farm. So there's 2 more crop farms that I actually want to show you, and to be honest, one of them is not worth building, and I'll just show you why. So welcome to my survival world. Now this here is, yeah, I do know this is my survival world, but I am flying, but yeah, I am just trying to show you guys an example. Awesome seed, by the way. If you need seed videos, well, I have tons of them. Anyway, this thing here is a semi-automatic crop farm. The only thing that it does is that it has a button all the way in the back that flushes all your plants into this area down here, where the plants will be collected into this chest. I know it's a mess. I am not very tidy. Now I'll just show you an example. Anyway, let's just fly all the way up to the back, and as you can see here, we have a button. It goes via redstone to all of these dispensers, which has a water bucket inside them, all the way to the end. Now you can just copy this if you want, but to be honest, I really don't think this is worth it. But let's just show you a quick demo. We press this button, water flows through. Maybe you can't see the water due to the shaders, but as you can see, the plants are getting flushed into this bottom side here. And if we just watch that chest down there, yeah, it should fill up with plants slowly. Hoppers takes things in slowly, but I accidentally put it into my inventory. But yeah, that's the gist of it. It's just, for me, it's not worth it. Why? Because, I mean, after you water them all down, you actually have to replant everything again, and it's kind of cool to have, but it's not fully automatic. You may as well just do all that process manually. I mean, if you're gonna have to plant them anyway, you might as well just break the plants and replant them yourself. That's what I think. This, on the other hand here, guys, is a fully automated crop farm. This guy actually replants the crops, and, well, this guy here grabs the crops, and in the end, you can grab the crops in a chest. For example, on the chest underneath here, it's filled with potatoes and other plants. It's just filled. So really, this is what you should be building. Here's what you'll need for your fully automated crop farm. They're cheap. 2 chests, lots of blocks, lots of glass blocks. I mean, glass is not necessary, but it just looks better. You'll need 2 hoppers. You'll need 3 stairs, a bucket of water, a lot of carrots, I guess, 64, maybe just a little bit more. Some, I guess you'll need slabs. You're gonna need 1 at least, and you'll need sufficient lighting just so mobs don't spawn inside. Lots of dirt blocks, 1 piece of rail, 1 minecart with hopper, and finally 1 trapdoor. And I'm actually gonna show you guys how to build this, but I'm gonna do it in such a way that it replicates this bit here. Why? You can build this crop farm now, and later on, you can actually expand it and use it as a villager breeder, which is the last part of this video. But crop farm first, we're going to do the exact same design again so that you can reuse it later when you don't need it anymore. And believe me, later on, you won't need it. This is the basic outline. It is 7 blocks wide and 22 blocks long. So 7 from here to here and 22 from here to here. It does not have to be this tall, guys. You can build this on the ground. It doesn't matter. I'm only building it this high in case you want to make a villager breeder. But even if you build this on ground level, later on you can make your villager breeder underground, so it really doesn't matter. But for this example's sake, I'm just building it in midair. For starters, fill the 3 columns on the left with glass like so, and fill the rest with dirt. You should have a shape like this. Right, now we're gonna need some water sources for this farm, so count to 3 here. 1, 2, and 3, and you'll want to replace this block with a stair like so, and then you'll fill it in with water like so. Yeah, there's water here. It's hard to see with shaders, but there's water. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. Stairs here, water here. Do the same thing on this corner, right in the middle over here. Place your stairway again and fill that with water in the middle. Okay, now you'll also want to place water right in the middle of this build, exactly in the middle of it. And that middle block is exactly the 9th block from where I'm standing here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This block here. So what you'll want to do is actually just break this block, add a slab underneath, put water right on top, and you should be good. Next thing you should do is till the soil. Grab your hoe and let's start working. And there we go. You should have a shape like this. Okay, now let's just build up around the area a little bit. We'll want to enclose this, so make 2 pillars up like so. Cover everything else with glass. That's done. Right, finally, we're gonna also cover this part with glass, only up to here. Leave this bit here open because this is where our farmer villager will give food to the receiver. You'll also want to place glass blocks here, 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 and here. Grab a composter and actually place it on top of this water block, but in order to be able to do that, you do need to place a temporary block next to it first. For example, what I'll do is just place a block here, and then I'll shift click here and place the composter up top like so. Back to this side of the farm, let's get a system to collect the food. Now, just for this example, I am going to send the food towards the left side, I guess. So let's break this, shift click the hopper to the left over here. That's already facing the left side, and let's just place chests over on this side here. So 1 chest here, and 1 chest right, whoopsie, right over here. That should do. That's where the food will go. We're nearly done. Get back up top, place a rail on top of this hopper, and then place a hopper with minecart. And finally, you'll need a trapdoor of any kind will work, and then you just place it up top over here like so. That's about it. You'll then need to place a villager over on this side here. Make sure that he grabs the farmer profession, which he just did. Oh, and okay, one thing that you should also do is actually place a block on top of that, just so he doesn't climb up and ruin your farmland like what I just did just now. Right, that part's done. Next part is you also want to have a villager over on this side here, and if you're not sure, Why do I keep breaking my own farmland? If you're not sure how to move villagers around, I have 2 videos about that. Just search for Masbro moving villagers and you will find them. It's not hard at all to do. Final step is that you'll actually want to manually farm the crops yourself first. This will work with carrots, potatoes, and, well, I think those 2 are the most reliable, to be honest. Beetroot might work. Wheat definitely doesn't work, so I would say carrots are probably the best. I mean, carrots are great for golden carrots, so I would stick to that. Now, the final thing is that it does take a while until the farmer will actually give food to that villager. He will only start doing that once he actually has enough food for himself. So just wait for it, and the farm will start working. One last important thing is, of course, light things up a bit. Make sure no mobs actually spawn. So a few torches here and there. And of course, so your villagers don't get struck by lightning, just be sure to place slabs on top of the building. Okay, that's the finished product. Again, gonna take a quick break and let's watch the food get filled in. Again, it will take a while. Now we'll notice when they're actually giving food when the farmer is actually walking up to this guy and throwing carrots towards this direction. Now, the minecart with Hopper works so fast that this villager will actually never receive the carrots, hence an automatic food farm. Just be sure that the villager that you place on the left side of this hopper does not actually have food, otherwise they will try to breed and waste food. Oh yes, finally. Now, in case you haven't noticed, that took a long time. Like, I think 1 or 2 days or so, Minecraft days. So if it does not work on your first day, just wait, it will happen. As you can see, food is filling up now like crazy. I haven't moved my screen at all. I've just left it on. I think I spent around 15 minutes, 20 minutes outside playing a Hearthstone game, but there we go. And fully automated as well. So I guess it's safe to say that this farm works perfectly fine. And again, once you build this, eventually you'll be able to build this as well. I'll show you this later on. Off we go. Right, folks, so this here is an automatic chicken farm, right? So, yeah, I have a video on this on my site. I'll show you the thumbnail right now, and there will be a link to it on the description of this video. It does produce chickens, but I'll be honest with you, I mean, they do work, chicken farms do work, but to be honest, they're just not worth building. Cooked chicken is not the best food in game, and this farm is not really that easy to build. There's just better things to make in Minecraft, but if you want to complete your collection, go ahead and do it. Again, link to that video in my description. Super minimalistic design, I think it looks great. Well, all my farms basically have that same aesthetics, but off we go to a farm that's actually worth building. Alright then, next up we have number 6, 7, and 8. That's our simple cow farm, simple sheep farm, and simple pig farm. And I did get a little bit sidetracked and decorated this little farm. Doesn't matter anyway, let's go back to the farm. It's very simple. The materials are basically just what you see. That is 6 pieces of glass, 1 hopper, 1 dispenser, 1 ladder, and then just 1 pressure plate. And you'll also need 1 water bucket. And yeah, if somehow you need that visualized, that's it. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Very simple. Chest at the bottom. Grab your hopper, face it into the chest like so, and then start building your glass blocks over here. 1 and 2. And then you'll want to place a temporary block here. 1 glass like so. Temporary block here. Glass, and then you'll want to have your dispenser facing frontwards. So we'll place a temporary block over here first, walk to that side, grab your dispenser, and it'll face frontwards like so. And then just place a solid block up here, which I forgot to mention on the inventory list, but yeah. And then you'll also want to place your pressure plate right on top over here. Go back down to your dispenser, place your water bucket inside, and you'll just need a way to get back up, so we'll just put a ladder over here. So you'll go up. Once you actually, once you stand here, water will come out. It's easier to show this without shaders, so there you go. Water comes out when you actually step on it. So I've made 3 of these here, 1 for sheep, 1 for cows, and 1 for pig. Now, if you don't know how to lure them in, all you gotta do is hold the right kind of food and they will follow you. Just as a little example, if there's a cow here and I'm holding wheat, he will attempt to follow me. He is quite good at pathfinding, so you might need to give him a little whack, and Well, in he goes. And one more whack, and he should get into that corner. Wait, come on, get inside. Okay, get in that. Yeah, that didn't work quite well. Maybe the hole's not deep enough. We'll do that one more time. Follow me. Look, I'm holding some wheat. Hello. Okay. All right, he's looking at me now. And let's just give him some pathfinding. Come on, down you go. Down you go. Down you go. Down you go. Okay, that's great. Little whack to that side, and in he goes to the hole. That's basically how you trap an animal. Back to the farm. This one will be our sheep farm. So let's just put 2 sheep in there. 1 and 2. And this one here will be our cow farm, so let's put 1 and 2. And the third one will be our pig farm, so 1 and 2 here. Now, you only need to put in 2 so that they can breed, and the rest of the mechanism will be done by entity cramming. So you can only have, I think it was 32 or 24 mobs in one single block area. So that way, when there's too many, they will eventually just die and turn into food. Wait, I gotta empty this chest first. Alright, so empty chest, empty chest, empty chest. Let's start feeding. I'll be back with you in a second. Oh, just FYI, sheep eats wheat. Cows eat wheat as well, and pigs, well, they have more choices. Beetroot, carrots, and potatoes. So after you have them trapped inside, let's just start with the cows first. You just climb up, step on this pressure plate, and then they'll sort of bounce upwards like this, and this just makes it easier to feed. Once you have many of them, this will become a lot more apparent. Now, to switch off the water, all you gotta do is just step on the pressure plate again. Now, let's start with the sheep. And we give it wheat as well, and they should be breeding. Great, we'll just step on that one more time as well. Let's go work on the piggies here, and we can give them carrots or potatoes or beetroot. Either of them should be fine. Okay, now this is gonna take a while until we can actually get a lot of them, but you can see that they're breeding already. There's 3 in there, there's the baby cow in there, and so on and so forth. But what I want to show you is the actual mechanism when we actually, get some loot from them. So just to speed things up, let's put some more sheep in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, okay, some are dying already, as you can see. And when they die, check the chest, you have your meat. So basically that's how it goes, guys. Now there is actually automated versions of these cooked farms, but some of the ones that I've tried were just not reliable, and honestly I think this is the simplest method, especially early on in the game. And believe me, later on you don't need to worry about food, and I'll get to that in a bit, but early game, this is the best way to do it. It's the easiest, simplest, and most efficient way. Oh, and by the way, one of the reasons why I skipped the chicken farm is that cooked beef and cooked pork chop is just way better than cooked chicken. So yeah, considering how complex that previous build was, it was just not worth it. Next up on number 9, folks, we've got ourselves a berry farm. Now, berries are quite prickly, but they can be pretty sweet as well. And to be honest, they look awesome. Decent food source for early games, so, well, why not? Why not? It will look great in your world. I would definitely recommend making it. And it's super simple. Berry farms are very, very simple. Yeah. Well, basically, they can be quite prickly. So, for example, if they're on the ground like so, and they already have some berries on them, you don't watch your step. Yeah, ouch. Yeah, they kind of hurt. But if you put them under slabs like so, they don't hurt at all. So, and on top of that, I think they look pretty fantastic. So, I guess let's do a quick harvest and see how many berries we'll get. Well, that's not too bad. Almost 3 stacks in one single run. And, well, honestly, not the best food source, but I mean, who wouldn't want to have a vineyard, right? So I think these builds are nice. I would do them. And if you want to copy this design, well, I think it looks pretty good. You've got this little barrel down there, which sort of fits the theme, I guess, of having a vineyard as well. But what about trying to actually make this more automated? Next up, number 10, we have our fully automated berry farm. Now, this can be as small as you want or as large as you want, but the basic blueprint looks like this. Ideally, you'll want to have 1 fox, yes, you'll need a fox, per 7 berries. That seems to be the optimum amount, according to many YouTubers that I've been watching recently. Applemans, for example. And the basic setup is very simple. As for the materials that you will need, it's just the things that are in my hotbar right now. 7 berries, 7 grass blocks, 8 pieces of blocks, lots of glass. Well, you don't need glass, but glass just looks good. 2 powered rails, 6 regular rails, 1 hopper, 2 levers, and 1 minecart with hopper. The build looks exactly like this. These are the powered rails in the corner, minecart with hopper in the middle. You place a hopper facing towards this barrel over here to store your sweet berries, and that's about it. Don't forget to turn on the levers, of course, otherwise the minecart won't move. So, I mean, I guess that's pretty basic. And the next bit is getting your fox into that area, which might be the tough part. You will need a lead, and otherwise just make a temporary platform to, just to get him to get up there. I have him on my lead, and let's just get up here, and it shouldn't be hard at all to get the guy into, well, okay, there we go. Now we can let go of the lead, and that should be it. And that's pretty much it. Automatic sweet berry farm. Now, again, it's just a fun thing to have. Not necessary, but, I mean, it looks really cool. I love it. That guy looks super cute. There's no point to make this any bigger because, well, he'll only pick up the berries whenever he wants to, and when he does, the minecart with hopper will grab it and then send it to this barrel down here. Again, you don't need to scale this any larger. If you want more berries, then you'll need more foxes. 1 fox per 7 berries, that is the sweet spot. I gotta say, this tutorial world is looking pretty good so far. I'm gonna give you guys a link for the download later as well. Oh, and of course, for good measure, I would always recommend just closing the top bit of these things. So yeah, I guess that looks alright. Just add some lighting on the corner just to make sure no hostile mobs spawn. And there we go, that is looking pretty sweet. And our little guy is having a little nap. Next farm. Farm number 11 is an AFK Fish Farm, and giving credits where it's due, I found this on Physics YouTube channel. And yes, AFK Fish Farms have been nerfed heavily, but since we're still in the topic of looking for food, they are still very useful. You won't get any more enchants or all those other goodies, but yes, for food. It's good for food. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. So this is the shape that you're going after. It's super simple. Dig a hole, and then dig 1 more hole behind over here. Actually, dig 3 holes. So you got like, alright, this 1x3 area. Chest up front, and then you'll want to place your hopper facing into the chest. Place your fence up top over here. Place a heavy weighted pressure plate up top. Again, it has to be this one. And then you'll want to place your note block over here. You're going to need to place a block here temporarily, because you got to put this iron trapdoor at the top side. Not on the bottom over here, but on the top side. That is necessary. And also, the grass block makes things less noisy. Observe. No sound. But if I do not have that, enough to make a grown man go nuts. And for your water bucket, you'll want to place it over here after creating this hole to make sure that the water only goes down there. Perfect. That's all we need. All you gotta do is stand just around here, and you'll want to aim towards that jukebox and hold your right click button like so. You can hear the note block. Well, it's sort of driving me nuts already. Now, just by doing this, you'll be able to get fish automatically. Now, if you want to make things even simpler, simply press F3 and T. That should reload your resources like so. You'll see this loading screen. You can let go of your right click button now. And at this point, you can just leave things pretty much AFK. Hence AFK Fish Farm. Now, I am just gonna go for a quick break, and let's see how many fish we can get by the time I get back. Oh, and enjoy the music. Alright, I'm back. Let's check out the loot haul. Alright, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Now, the good thing about having an AFK fish farm is basically you get food out of nothing. I mean, you just need a fishing rod and that's it. And fish is not a bad food source at all. Except this one. Observe. There we go, probably not the best idea. Alright, next. Oh man, that is... Whoa. This is actually getting me dizzy. Anyway, Next up, we have an automatic sheep shearing farm. This is great for wool, it's great for beds, it's super necessary if you're gonna make a villager breeder. Everything in this video so far is, I guess it makes sense because it's step by step, things that you will need to survive and thrive in Minecraft. Okay, let's get to it. Keep in mind that you can actually build this on ground level. This does not have to be elevated like this. It's just easier to show you the example this way. So here's the materials that you will need. 9 blocks of grass, 1 rail, 1 minecart with hopper, 1 barrel, 1 hopper, 7 blocks of glass, 1 dispenser, 1 observer, and any block. Even grass works, just any block. You'll need, well, 1 shear is enough, but the more you have, the merrier, because they will break after a while. 1 redstone dust, and you'll need 1 lever and 1 piston. By the way, if you pop by to my channel and watch this video, link on description, I have a build where you can make this really compact and jam-pack like tons of these guys together. And it's kind of fun to have all kinds of colors of wool too. Basically, it's a great farm to build. So we'll start with the barrel over here. Grab your hopper and then face it into the barrel like so. And then you'll want to place 1 rail cart over on this side over here. Probably sideways would be good. Grab your grass blocks and we'll want to sort of build around this rail first. So let's just put grass here, 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 and here. And then place your minecart with hopper sideways like so. Then you'll want to carefully break that rail underneath. Okay, what you'll want to do is place more grass blocks like so. And the next thing you'll want to do is actually push this grass block into the minecart with hopper. Now this will only work if you've already broken your rail. Now let's make temporary blocks here. Destroy this one and then we'll place our piston here. Nope, we gotta make it face towards that side. Wait, let me find the right angle. Nope, that's not it. I'll break that block first. Okay, that's fine. Break that block, pull your lever out, and watch. And as we pull it out, there we go. The minecart with hopper is still there, intact. We can take those back, put a grass block here, and that is step 1. Next, what you'll want to do is replace this grass block behind with an observer. Simply just shift click here. You'll want that dot facing the back. It should be the same just like on this side. And again, you can just use grass here. It doesn't have to be any special block as long as it's not glass. Okay, next let's work with our glass. Put 2 here, and then 2 over here, and then now you'll want to place a dispenser facing inside like so. Alright, that's perfect. Place 1 more glass block up top like so, and you'll have a shape like this. Okay, that's pretty similar already. Next you'll want to grab your redstone and just place it behind that dispenser like so, like so. And now it's time to fill this in with shears. Again, 1 shear is enough, but yeah, you can fill it in with as many shears as you want. And finally, just place your sheep inside, and as soon as he eats that grass, he's gonna get sheared. Oh, and fun fact, if you have a name tag with the name Jeb, and you name the sheep Jeb, yeah, rainbow time. I guess he's not feeling hungry. Okay, there we go, there we go. Okay, so that's working fine. Let's just check the barrel, and there we go, 1 white wool. Farm number 13. As usual, giving credits where it's due. I got this one from Yeep, a fellow Indonesian YouTuber. Apa kabar, mas? Anyway, the things that you'll need are already in my inventory. 1 chest, 3 hoppers, 3 stairs. You'll also need 3 blocks of anything. You don't need that sign, I don't know why it's there. 3 blocks of dirt, temporarily. A good pickaxe, yeah. Preferably with some good enchants, but it's not necessary. And 14 oak trapdoors. And you'll also need to be able to fill 3 blocks with lava and 3 blocks with water. So we'll start by placing that chest over there, and then hopper facing into the chest, hopper facing into the previous one, and the third one like so. And then we'll want to place 3 blocks over here next to the hoppers like so. Let's go place some temporary blocks up here, 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll surround them with trapdoors facing upwards like so. And on this side as well. Okay, it's time to place our stairs. Just temporarily place a block over there. Now place 1 stairway here and some next to it as well. We can break this block now. Back to the trapdoors and just do the exact same thing. Face it upwards like so. Here as well, here as well, here as well, and finally here as well. Next, you'll want to place water on these blocks over here like so. And then you'll want to replace these blocks with lava. But please remember, water first, lava later. So one lava here, and one lava right over here. And what will happen here is you'll have an infinite supply of stone. This is a nice way to farm them. And to be honest, you will need a lot of building blocks. Now let's put this to the test and start mining away. And just like that, we already have 20 cobblestone in our chest. Now, one trick you can do is do the same trick like that AFK Fish Farm. All you gotta do again is just, well, left click to this block. And then hold F3 and T. Again, this only works on Java Edition. For the AFK trick, at least. And as you can see, well, my hands are not on the mouse. I can't really show you because my face cam is off, but yeah. AFK Cobblestone Farm. This should generate quite a bit. Next up, we have pumpkin and melon farms. Now, by design, they're pretty standard all around, but I really like the one that Mumbo Jumbo made around, I think it was 1.5 years ago. It's very simplistic, very easy to explain, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with that one. Pumpkins and melons, well, they take a long time to grow, so if you're gonna make a farm, you may as well just make it slightly bigger. Alright, materials first, 12 pistons, 1 hopper, 18 blocks of anything, 18 redstone dust, grass, 1 chest, a bucket of water, a few blocks of glass, and 6 observers. Now, the only tricky part is placing the observers, because you actually want to just place them before anything else, so just place one here, count 1 block, 2 block, place another, 1 block, 2 block, and then place another. That's how it should look, and then just place blocks all the way behind it, just extending 1 block behind this last observer. And then you'll want to place your pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you'll want to repeat the exact same thing on the other side. Before we do that, let's just dig a hole in the middle, just all the way towards the end like so. This will be your collection system. Pour a bucket of water over here. It should flow all the way to this corner here. And this here is where you'll want your chest. We'll just place that over straight away. Grab your hopper and face it into that chest. So that is basically your collection system. Great, now we're going to repeat the exact same thing on the other side. I'll just fast forward this a bit. Alright, that's how things should look so far. Now it's time to till some soil. Grab your hoe and just till the soil that is in front of the observer like so. And now it's time to plant your seeds. Well, maybe before that, what you'll want to do is actually cover up some bits with glass just so we don't have too much wastage. We'll do it like so, and on the other side as well. And if you want, you can cover glass all the way to the front like so as well. We'll do the same on the other side. And last but not least, place redstone dust all the way behind these blocks. Same thing on the other side. And I think we should have a working system already. Pumpkins on one side and then melons on the other. Yep, they will behave like that at first. All we gotta do is... oh, there we go. As soon as they grow, they get pushed into that hopper and into the chest. So as you can see... yep, we have some pumpkins already, but unfortunately no melons yet. Oh, okay, there we go. There's our first melon. Okay, I'll just give you a brief look at the build. That's what it looks like. Again, credit to Mumbo Jumbo for this one. For number 16 and 17, we're basically going to do bamboo and sugarcane at the same time because they're pretty much the same farm. And it makes sense to do it alongside this one because the principles are quite similar. In fact, we're going to dig the same hole first. Hang on. So I'm going to start by digging out a hole that is 8 blocks long because water travels that far, and then we'll fill this end with water and it should go all the way here. Perfect. We'll dig this hole as well. One more down and we'll place a hopper leading into a chest. Just like that previous build. It's almost exactly the same. Chest down here, and that is our basic collection system. Now let's start placing our bamboo and sugarcane. Now keep in mind, sugarcane needs to be next to water, so it won't work on this block, but it will work here. On the other hand, bamboo does not need water, so you can actually place it over here. That's fine. So we can do bamboo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's do sugarcane on the other side like so. And we may as well take advantage of the other side too, so we'll do that. And then bamboo over here as well. Of course, I don't really recommend combining farms like this, but this is just an example of creativity. So, I mean, you can do it this way, you can do it any way you want. It is Minecraft. Now we're going to set up a system similar to this one in order to chop off these things. And we'll start by just placing, I guess we can place blocks at the bottom. They're not necessary, but they do make things look good, and around it as well. I'm not actually going to show the material list for this one because it's pretty obvious from what you see. You'll just need a lot of observers and a lot of pistons, depending on how large you want your farm to be. We'll start by placing pistons, and they should face towards the plants that they're going to push out. So let's go from the front side like so and just start placing them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and do the exact same thing on the other side like so and so. What this will do is break these trees, but not actually break the roots. Next, we'll want to place an observer, and we'll do that from behind this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Off to the other side, exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you may notice this is starting to get expensive iron-wise, and that's why the next farm I'm going to show you is an iron golem farm. Next thing we want to do is connect these together via redstone. You can use any kind of block that you want, but I love quartz, so it's going to be quartz for me. All the way to the side, then grab your redstone all the way to the back side of this as well. And then the exact same thing on the other side. Just any regular block will do all the way towards the end, and then redstone up top all the way towards the end as well. And yeah, as soon as these guys detect a block change like so, everything will be pushed down, and as you can see, everything is a mess because it is not covered by glass yet. So the next thing that you need to do is cover things up with glass. So I'll just do that real quick. Cover the back side as well, just to minimize any losses. And on the top side as well, like so, and we'll just cover the top bits as well. Okay, last but not least, let's cover the front bits with glass as well. And I think we're almost done here. Okay. Right, now everything is covered with glass, and we can cover that bit as well. And the chest should still be openable. And now that we have our random tick speed at the maximum number, you can see that they're growing like crazy. And yeah, like I said, it's not lossless. If you want a lossless system, you'll want to use minecart with hoppers that run underneath these sides. But if you're looking for starter farms, well, you know, it doesn't really matter. Either way, you will get a lot of loot in here. And by the way, bamboo is very useful for building scaffolding as well as for using as fuel for your furnaces. Number 17 is a kelp farm. I tried to design my own, and I saw some designs online and it was not space efficient at all. And then I found this diamond. Interestingly enough, I found it from this YouTuber called Diamonds Raider. Yep, this is a true gem, and I'm really surprised he only has 17k subs. Yeah. I don't know why people don't like to sub so much. Hint, hint right there. Anyway, kudos to Diamonds Raider for this absolutely brilliant build. Let me just smash this one first, because this honestly, this is crap. Right, so for the basic shape of this kelp farm, you'll want it 11 blocks wide from here to here, like so. Now, a slight alteration that I did is, well, using this one block column here as a separator. And one useful trick that I got from Diamonds Raider is the way that we get the kelp to flow to the corner. Anyway, first things first, place water on these blocks up top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this farm is only 7 blocks wide. And then you'll want to place some slabs up top first, all the way up to the corner here. Grab your bucket of water, place water here, which creates a stream that goes to that corner. We can now break all of these slabs like so, and then we'll go to the bottom of this and get to the bottom of it. So we'll place kelp over on these sides all the way here, and we'll just let them grow, and they should be flung into that corner over there. Now I probably am gonna raise this by 1 block while we wait for that, just to, I guess, avoid wastage. But I do believe some of them will probably get stuck, but I guess let's just see how it goes. I haven't fully tested this myself, but I sure am curious. Okay, I'm gonna set my random tick speed to the maximum level, watch it grow, and hopefully it gets sent to the corner. Well, I can see some of them are getting stuck over on that side, but slowly but surely they're floating up. Okay, that's great, that's excellent. There's still some at the bottom, so it's not completely lossless, but slowly they are getting pushed up. Now, this is on 999 random tick speed, so some of them are getting stuck by the piston. So if I go back to a normal random tick speed, all of these should slowly float up and then into that side where they get sent into the chest. Again, it's not completely lossless, but it's probably the most miniature version that I could find so far. And yeah, we do have kelp in there. So folks, we've been through quite a lot today. That has been 18 farms so far, up to our kelp farm. Now, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but the further we go, the more things that we actually need, and especially iron. Iron becomes very necessary in all these builds, especially these last 3 farms, which brings me to my 19th farm of the day, and coincidentally, I'm just gonna have to show you on my other world. This, folks, is my latest iron farm. Now, to be honest, if I'm gonna show you how to build this in this video, it's gonna be like a 5-hour video, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna give you a link to it on screen right now. This iron farm is, well, there you go, there's one iron golem already. It's super efficient. It's so easy to build. It's super cheap. You don't need any sticky pistons, just a regular one. Mostly, well, very cheap materials. Super efficient, and on top of that, you can make it right out of a village. All the materials that you will need will be available from a village, including the villagers, including how to move the villagers into this iron golem farm. It's super simple. I highly recommend watching it. And what comes next is even more important. And that, my friends, is the villager breeder, which is probably the most important farm in game. As I mentioned earlier, if you already built this farm that I showed you before, all you need to do is convert it into a fully working villager breeder. And yes, it does look complex for good reason. I'm gonna show you how good this is. Why is there a sheep inside the platform? I have no idea. First things first, I'm gonna whack all these villagers. Now, this is how it works. This is that farm that you made earlier. This guy gives food to that guy. That guy intercepts the food and then in turn feeds it to the villagers over here. And the system is super special because it does not make much noise unless there's food being fed. There's tons of villagers here. To be precise, I believe there are 32 villagers in here. And now the special bit. Let's say I want to send a villager to, let's say, this profession station down here. All I gotta do is flick this switch. That means that if I send a villager, it will automatically be sent to that spot there. Let me press this button and let's watch one of the villagers getting picked up. And he's already being dropped off right above us over here. He's right there, and in a few seconds, he's gonna jump down. Let me just flick this. Oh, there he is. See, that was pretty fast and efficient. Let's just quickly do it for some other slots. Let's say this one over here. Flick the switch, and then you click this button here. Minecart gets sent out. Villager gets dropped off to that location. And the minecart actually goes back into the system, so you don't have to replenish them manually. And he jumps down, and that's about it. It is super useful, super easy, fully automatic, and it is also doubling as a villager trading hall. Right, and the next good thing about this system is that you can actually turn your villagers into a zombie villager easily. So if I push this zombie in a minecart over here, he's gonna have a few swings at that villager over there, and afterwards he will turn into a zombie villager. We also have a zombie and a minecart system that turns your villager into a zombie villager, which in turn you can cure, and then you can restart the process. It's so super reliable. You'll get amazing trades. you'll get tons of emeralds from your iron farm, and in turn you can buy unlimited quartz. It is just such a good system. I highly recommend watching this video, and you should see a card of this video on your screen right now. So that was quite the mouthful, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, you can download this world on the video description so you can see how things work for yourself. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. It would be lovely to see you guys in the comment section below, and a subscribe would be amazing. The name's Masbro. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.